Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel for another World of Warships video. This one we're looking at the Tirpitz, a ship I absolutely adore and love in this game. It is out of this world to play, and it's a ship I would highly recommend for anyone to pick up, get, or they can get lucky and grab her through a box, but usually the seller every Black Friday event. Or I believe she might still be on sale. I can't remember. I'm not too sure on that one. I think you definitely still can get the Tirpitz outside the event. Not too sure on that one, but is she worth it? 100%. She really is. She's absolutely a gem to play. Excellent for grinding free XP and credits as well, especially around event times like this. Be very truthful with you. So, let's talk about the Tirpitz. Survivability, 69,300. Torpedo reduction is 22%, which is actually, it's not as good as her sister, to be honest with you. It's not, well, I shouldn't say it's not as good as her sister. It's quite weak torpedo protection. So it is better in North Carolina, if I remember correctly. It is slightly better in North Carolina, which is pretty ironic. But it's not bad. Now, in regards to artillery, it does come with only 8 guns. So it does have less guns than most battleships at this rank. Most usually have 9 high-caliber guns or more, with the exception of Bismarck, Vanguard, and a couple of others, I believe. You do get access to 4 times dual 380mm guns with a 26-second reload, which is not bad. Her maximum AP damage is 11,600. Her maximum HE damage is 4,400 with an 18% chance of fire. However, her armor penetration is pretty damn good on high explosive at 118mm. So yeah, that's pretty damn potent. Now in regards to her secondary armament, she does get 8 dual 105s and 6 times dual 150s. Her dual 105s have a max firing range when built correctly of 11.5 kilometers and a 2.9 second reload with 3.5% fire chance. As well as her dual 150s have a 6.4 second reload, and same again with a max firing range of 11.5 and a 5% fire chance. Now the armor penetration is pretty damn good on these HE built secondary guns, with 47mm on the 150mm guns, which is pretty damn impressive actually. So, in regards to brawling and getting into very nasty knife fights, this ship will definitely come out on top in most times. I shouldn't say most times, nearly every time. Especially against ships of her tier. She does get access to 2 attack flights of bombers for depth charges. Each drop 2 bombs, 4,200 per bomb. But to be honest with you, most submarines are good players. Now, I've seen some really stupid ones, but most submarines are solid players, so they will know to avoid you, and they'll probably stay out of your range for you to bomb them, to be truthful with you. And I haven't really seen many subs. Anyways, the AA defense, it's not what you call the best. It's okay, but it's not good. Not the most perfect. It's only slightly better than the tier 7 Scharnhorst, in my personal opinion. Scharnhorst, I think, maxed out at 56 points. This is 60. It's not what you call the best, so you do need to be wary of carrier players, to be very truthful with you. If a carrier player is competent, he is going to take full advantage of your average AA suite. So you get 12 times single 20mm, 8 times quad 20mm Burling rounds, or fuck you pronounce that there. You get 8 times dual 37, and you've got your dual purpose 8 times dual 105s. Your continuous damage is 119, which isn't too bad. You've got a shell damage, well, damage by shell explosion at 1,400. A sector reinforcement of 35%, with a firing range of 5.2 kilometers for your AA. So your AA is pretty average. So personally speaking, I do carry the fighter for that one reason. It gives AA suite a bit of a boom and makes carrier players think twice, is it really worth the risk? So to me, that would be a wise idea. Begin. Now, detectability, my detectability on the ship is 14.3 by sea, 0 to 10.6 by subs, 10.6 by air, and assured is 2 kilometers. So overall, she is not a bad ship. To be truthful with you, she is overall not very bad in any aspect. Not the strongest, period, in any way, shape, or form, but she is a very well-rounded vessel. She is very, very well. Now, you do have one trick up your sleeve, and I wanted to leave this till last. Like the Scharnhorst, you do get access to torpedoes. You get 2 times quadruple 533mm torpedoes. The maximum damage of 13,700 with a max range of 6 kilometers at 64 knot max speed, which is pretty good actually. Overall, it's pretty damn good. You can't be bad to that in any way, shape, or form. So it is a very nasty surprise to any vessels at close ranges, especially when you're up in the brawl. So you're dropping 4 torpedoes into the side of them at 2 kilometers. Yeah, it's a very nasty trick and a very funny trick in every way, shape, or form to do. So let's round up the pros. Very fast turret reverse, an excellent main battery reload in 26 seconds, surprisingly nimble, which is true. She's like the Sharn horse. She is very good in the water. Her top speed is excellent, 30 knot. Quadruple torpedo launchers on each side, which is located near midship, which isn't bad. Extremely and insanely good secondary battery with manual fire on it. They get very accurate. And it is, to be honest with you, a reminiscence of earlier battleship brawling back in the old days of World of Warships. She's got an impressively durable citadel, and it's very difficult to citadel her. She's probably one of the hardest ships to citadel in the game. So, yeah. Now, I'm saying that there, her guns, so they have issues regarding overpenetrations. If you get down tiered, you're probably going to overpenetrate far easily. However, on tier and up tier, you're going to get a lot fewer overpenetrations, which is pretty good for the guns. So, all these lovely pros do come with some cons. So 15-inch guns do have trouble with angled battleships. So probably switch to high explosive. High explosive aren't the best, but some damage is better than no damage. As I said earlier on, she only has 8 guns. Most other ships have 9, but some others such as Vanguard do join her in this aspect, only having access to 8 accurate guns. Torpedoes, max range is 6, so not what you call the longest range torpedoes, but they're nice to have. Which is nice to have. It really is, but they're very easily incapacitated and taken out. Her anti-aircraft suite is not as strong as Bismarck's, which is understandable. She is extremely vulnerable to fires. Her armor scheme, while it does protect against citadels, it is vulnerable to full damage, full penetrations from AP shells broadside. And her main guns, high explosive, are very ineffective in regards to starting fires. So, yeah, that is some of the downsides to the Tirpitz. While it is lovely to have all these pros, there is always a con. There always has to be a balance in some way. So, upgrades. What is recommended? Main armaments 1. Damage control systems mod 1. Aiming systems modification 1. However, you can do AA modifications, 1 for an AA build, or secondary modifications, 1 for a secondary build. So, that is my personal preference on that there one. It is not recommended in any aspect that you take torpedo tubes modification. Do not touch that one. 10-foot fucking pole, for the love of God. Slot 4, damage control system 1, or steering gears modification 1. Both are very viable and both are very good to have. Slot 5 is the same. Concealment modifications 1, or torpedo lookout. Personally speaking, I prefer the concealment modification. So that is my personal preference on her. So, in regards to what skills do we recommend? So at the start, for your tier 1 skill, demolition expert. For your secondaries to get them a higher fire chance, grease the gears, as well as IFHE to increase the penetration of your high explosive shells. For number 3, long range secondary shells, 100%, or adrenaline rush. Both are viable, but personally, if you're building a secondary build, definitely go for long range secondaries. Number 4, if you're continuing with a secondary build and a brawling build, manual secondary batteries are a must, especially for the accuracy that gives it. Close quarters combat is also a good one to have, same as emergency repair expert and fire prevention expert. So definitely the recommended skills. That they're pretty solid, to be honest with you. They're pretty solid skills. So with everyone, is Tirpitz worth it? 100% she is. Is she good crack to play? She's fucking brilliant crack to play. You see, getting in knife fights constantly and enjoying the game and playing battleships like battleships and not sitting at 20 kilometers. Yeah, it's good fun being tanky. It's good fun having a very potent secondary battery, and it's very good causing fear in the enemy players when they're like, oh shit, there are fucking torpedoes coming at me from 2 kilometers away. Oh fuck. It is a really funny surprise, especially when people forget she has torpedoes. Anyways, with that everyone, thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please do join us over in Discord. Links are down in the description. And if you haven't as well, please do come and join us on Twitch. We're hoping to do daily giveaways, especially around Christmas time and New Year's, as I've got loads of stuff in Humble Bundle. I forgot I completely had it, and I've got loads of keys to give away. So yeah, please do come over for some daily giveaways on Twitch. Anyways, with everyone, thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I shall hopefully see you in game.